Let's try this again. We'll get this right someday. It won't be soon, of course, but we have very patient people involved in this now, don't we? Or maybe we don't. Who knows? So, here we go with Chapter 2 in our Oblivion series right here on YouTube. This is your favorite new YouTube channel, the Aging Sarcastic PC Gamer. Aging poorly, I might add, as anyone who knows me could tell you. Hardly any human being is capable of pursuing. We don't know what they're capable of pursuing, and you get to read the whole thing. That's what happens from having fast hard drives. Now, I don't remember being in here, but as you'll remember, our young adventurer went through the tutorial. He met with... Now, spoiler alert, if you haven't been through the first part of this series, the tutorial, go back and do that, because this is going to spoil it for you. Because I'm going to tell you what happened. And if you don't know the game, or you didn't see the video, you're going to get mad at me. And it's not going to do any good. I mean, what can you do to me, right? So, our young adventurer found himself in jail again. And see, I don't know if I've been through this. I think I have been through this. A hasty translation is scrawled here. 4th star hour. Time? Terror of the most terror of Meridia. Come. Terror of the most terror of Meridia. Come. Came? Yeah, I think we've been through this. Now, did we... Oh, yeah, we did the Hidden Lake and all that. Oh, hello, dude. Part of what we did in the first chapter was we met that dude. We didn't talk to him or anything. Why would we? You saw what he looks like. So I think we could leave this place and get on with our adventures. Well, if we ever find the way out. Hi, dude. Oh, I told you not to talk to him. Okay. So where is precisely the way out? Anyway, poor fellow found himself in jail. I don't know the way out. We could look at a map. Did anybody bring a map? Oh, there's a critter. And what do we do when we see critters? We killify them. Now you may ask, why are you using arrows? Precious arrows. Well, it's because these things that are on fire, funnily enough, do not respond well to fire. So if I just tried to use my fire spell, a message would probably come up saying that the animal is immune to fire. And that would be highly frustrating. Does anybody know the way out? Anybody at all? Well, that's the way we came. So, oh, well, the fact that there's bone meal in that skeleton says we didn't go that way. So we do have a, well, that didn't work. We do have a compass if we want. Now, see, we can use fire on that dude. So I was trying to recap our adventures, but of course everything wants to kill me. That's one of the things I don't really like about these adventure games. They're supposed to be a fantasy, but to me they're just like real life. Everything's out to kill me. Oh. Rat meat, anyone? So anyway, our young adventurer, he found himself. Now see, we didn't do this before, so now we got to do it. find out what we can find in here. Oh, another one of them dudes. Our young adventurer found himself imprisoned. Now, I'd like to say for a crime I did not commit. I'd really like to say that. But the problem is, I'm on this honesty kick. Yeah, I'm not used to it at all. And so the best I could say is I don't remember committing the crime. And nobody told me what the crime was. A hasty translation is scrawled here. Stone settlers. Builders. Not rest. Wake. Meridia. Terror of the most terror. Haste to safe home. Okay, well that was very clear. Thank you for sharing that with us. I don't think this is the way out, but it would be nice. No, it goes to the Hidden Lake. I'm tired of the Hidden Lake. We went to the Hidden Lake last time, but I haven't told anybody that we went to the Hidden Lake last time because we didn't get to that part yet because we were just talking about the fact that we were imprisoned, maybe unjustly, maybe justly. We don't really know. And then what happened was we went and we talked to... Now the fact that that guy doesn't have any meat on his bones probably means we've been this way before. Anyway, so what we did was we talked to another Dunmer. Now see, we are Dunmer. A Dunmer is a dark elf. They kind of look like well, I don't know how to show my face to you, and you probably don't want to see it anyway. A skilled gamer would know exactly how to show their face to you, which begs the question why you're watching an unskilled gamer, of course. But don't ask yourself that question, because I really need people to like and subscribe and to become a part of this channel. This channel's brand new, and I need it to be a success. I really do. I should tell you, I created 2 channels before, and I had so much trouble with them, I deleted them and then started over. And that was a big hassle too, but here we are. And then I uploaded all the videos I had done by then, which was like a dozen. Oh, another one of those. And there's a limit. I think the limit's probably 10 of videos you can do in a particular amount of time, unless you get verified. Well, I had already been phone verified, and so I thought, verified is verified, because if you're not verified, like with your phone, you can't upload anything more than 15 minutes long. Well, anybody who sat through that tutorial, that first episode, knows it was a lot longer than any 15 minutes. I mean, people were praying it would end. So I had been phone verified, but now I had to go back and get face verified. They take a video of your face to prove that you're not a spammer. Apparently, I guess spammers don't have faces, and so I got all 12 videos uploaded, and then I thought, well, let's play some Oblivion. And of course, can't just play Oblivion anymore. I have to shoot video of it so that I can upload even more to the channel. See, I am totally lost. Let's look at our map, just for funsies. Not that map, this map. So it says the way out is to turn left, turn around, and go all the way back there. Although, no, that's the way to the... Up there is the way to the Hidden Lake. We're tired of the Hidden Lake. So we just turn around, make a left, go all the way down here if you're watching the cursor, and of course, why wouldn't you? So now we double check to make sure we're going in the direction it said we are, and we're going to come down here. It's going to be great. Oh, we need to heal. So this other Dunmer, he asked where I'm from. He's in the cell right past me. He asked where I'm from. And I tell him, but then he tells me also. And he tells me he's going to go, you know, get my wife in Morrowind, which is where Dunmer I'm from. And that didn't sit well with me. Didn't like it at all. I'm lost again. I wish I had a map. Okay, now I gotta go up here, but there's like rocks in the way, so I need to... do I... Okay, well, the rocks are still in the... I can try jumping. In fact, that will increase my acrobatics skill. And so I backed off from him, and I thought, well, he can't hurt me. I mean, he's locked in a cell, and I'm locked in a cell. Hey, I found the way out. And then this old man comes to me in my cell, and it's not what you think. It's not even what I thought. You know, because I thought, oh, here we go again, right? And the guy tells me, now he sounds like Captain Picard, you know, Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, not Deep Space Nine, erase that, okay, because I don't edit videos, not yet anyway. If I get enough subscribers, yeah, they'll be professional, okay? We'll have captions, we'll have, you know, nice text things, fades, all kinds of neat features, and all of that. Right now, I'm just trying to establish the channel. So just raw, uncut videos of the games I'm playing. Once we get 100, 120 up to YouTube, and people are watching them, loving them, adoring them, really, basing their lives on them, then and only then will I feel it is time to learn the craft, to get better at it, to edit. I mean, it may turn out that the audience likes the uncut ones. Like a lot of people, they cut out things like if they die in their games. They don't want you to know how lousy they are at their games, so they pretend they never die in their games by cutting out their death scenes. I would rather be that honest gamer that lets you see me warts and all. If I die, you see me die. If I make a mistake, if I get lost, you see me get lost. Lots of people tell me to get lost all the time, in fact. I would rather be that guy, but we'll see what the audience wants, and then, well, hopefully we'll ignore it. But in case we care about what the audience says, we may do that. And if I need to learn about... I have recovered a sprig of nirnroot, a plant ingredient this unusual must have value. Perhaps I should bring it to an alchemist and find out a little more about it. An alchemist can be found in almost every city in Cyrodiil. Now see, I don't know how I know this. This pops up, and there isn't a note with this plant, so how come I now have this information that an alchemist can be found in almost every city in Cyrodiil? See, that to me isn't very role-play-y. Now, if there was an NPC there, a non-playing character there, that tells me that, you know, they see me pick up the Nirnroot and say, "Oh, did you just pick up a Nern root?" And I say, "I don't know. I picked up this green thing. Is that a Nern root?" And they say, "I don't know, but it looks alchemical. An alchemist can be found in almost every city in Cyrodiil." It would make more sense to me. It'd be more organic. This, I just have words popping up. You know, in my whole real life, I never had words just pop up and inform me about things I needed to know. Have you noticed this game isn't very Jewish? I mean, so far, most of the things it has that people eat is stuff Jews don't eat. I'm not saying the game is outright anti-Semitic, but think about it. Now I've killed crabs and rats. Neither of which are, you know, Orthodox kosher. There's no rabbi worth their salt that's ever going to tell you, yeah, go eat rats and then follow it up with crab. Never. Anyway, where was I? Oh, so this man came in. He sounded like Captain Picard of Star Trek The Next Generation, not Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine, that guy had a different voice. Okay? This guy sounded like Captain Picard. That's what I said, Captain Picard. And he said, no, I'm your emperor. The guy was wearing fur. Fur! I mean, who wears furs these days? I mean, women don't wear furs these days. Why would I expect a man to wear a fur? Right? Are you with me on this? So anyway, he tells me, well, I gotta tell you this first because more words have popped up. Just words popping up. Has this ever happened to you in real life? Have you just been walking along and then words pop up in front of you? I don't mean a sign or anything. This isn't a signpost. These are just words popping up so that you'll know something that you didn't know before. Again, they could have an NPC here tell me this. I could say, what's on your mind? And the person, if they were there, but there's no person here, could say, I've been hearing rumors about some calamity befalling the occupants of a castle overlooking the Orange Road, north of the Imperial City. Orfrost Castle. Apparently they were all killed by some malevolent force inside the keep, and only the castle steward survived to tell the tale. And I'd say, you have a terrible accent. And he'd continue, he now waits outside the gate for someone brave enough to come and help, to venture into the keep. Perhaps you could go speak to him and find out what really happened there. And I could say to him, listen, this guy who said he was the emperor gave me this quest to go save all of Tamriel. Then he got killed. And so now I have his jewelry. The Amulet of Kings. I'm supposed to deliver it. Oh, maybe I shouldn't tell you. Because how do I know that you're not an enemy? Anyway, I've got something really important to do. And everybody I do meet, and all these words that pop up, are trying to get me to do something else. Which is what happens in all Bethesda games. I mean, spoiler alert, in Fallout 4, you see your wife get shot right before your eyes. Your baby is kidnapped. You leave the vault. Once you thaw out, you leave the vault. You're on a quest. I gotta find my son. I gotta find my son. My baby's been kidnapped. I better go find my son. Nothing's gonna stop me. And then everything stops you. People ask you to go find stuff. People ask you to do this and do that, and you do it. You don't even have the option in these games to say to them, hey, I gotta go find my son. Screw you and your problems, okay? There are bigger things to deal with. Which is what we should say to everybody in Oblivion that wants us to do something other than save the Empire. I mean, this Hoarfrost Castle, for instance. I'm sure it's a big deal to those people. But if the whole planet explodes, if the undead, if the other realms, if all the evil starts pouring out of all manner of places, Hoarfrost Castle won't be worth anything. So probably I should carry out the errand I was given by the Emperor before I do all these lesser things. But you know what? It's a Bethesda game, and so I don't. It's nearly impossible to stay on track in any of these games. At the beginning of these games, each of them tells you what's important. You know what you got to do, and you're all fired up to do it. And then somebody comes along and says, some bandit stole my hat, mister. Will you go into blood-soaked cave and get it for me? And you don't stop and say to yourself, wait a minute. Is your hat really worth killing all these bandits for it? Or maybe even me dying for it, since there's probably more than one bandit and I may not have the best combat skills? No, you never say that. And you never stop and think, wait a minute. How do you know where the bandits took your stuff? What kind of bandits steal your items and on the way out of your house say, yeah, we're going 2 blocks down and then over to the left, we're going to make a left. And when we get to Bloodstrewn Cave, or whatever cave I said before, we're going to leave it there for you to send somebody to pick up later. And the other thing about this is, when you take these quests, it turns out they never pay you. They don't even pay you what the thing you retrieved is worth. And they certainly don't pay you what your life is worth, since you put your life on the line to carry out their tasks. They don't want to do it. Now, I have a theory. You want to hear it? I thought you might. I think this whole "you're the chosen one," I think it's all bunk. I think they're making it up on purpose. So, like, when we saw the Emperor earlier in our cell, when he comes in and he says, "You, I know you. I've seen you in my dreams," and all that. You are the one, all that "you are the one" talk. Here's what I think. I think really lazy people came up with this idea of the one so they wouldn't have to do their stuff. Because what do? Well, what they do is they're constantly giving you tasks to do, their own errands that they should be doing themselves. Retrieving the hat that the bandits stole. Delivering plants to people. Whatever. These are all tasks they should do, their own errands they're giving to you, a stranger. Now, why would they give them to a stranger?